recent hours, the state of Oregon has been impacted by a severe thunderstorm that has generated a series of extreme weather effects, concentrated mainly in the central and eastern parts of the state. This storm has been accompanied by large hail, with stones comparable to the size of quarters, causing visible damage in various residential and commercial areas. The most affected areas have been Bend, John Day, Lupine, and Dashuites County, including areas near Twin Lakes Resort. Strong wind gusts with speeds estimated at 60 miles per hour, approximately 96 kilometers per hour, were reported in these locations, causing branches, loose objects, and debris to be dangerously displaced. Authorities have reported empty streets due to the alert generated by wind-borne objects, which has forced the population to remain indoors. The presence of hail has caused material damage, especially to roofs, windows, and vehicles parked on public roads. Several reports indicate that car windshields have been cracked and that the sides of vehicles have dents and marks caused by the direct impact of the hail. The accumulation of ice on the roads has created dangerous traffic conditions, hampering traffic and causing minor slides, leading to an increased risk of accidents. In response to these effects, local authorities have issued multiple warnings and activated emergency protocols in the most affected areas. Specifically, temporary shelters have been set up in strategic locations, primarily where power lines were downed and basic services were disrupted. Likewise, multiple power outages have been reported in various communities in central and eastern Oregon, along with internet and cell phone service interruptions. The outages have been caused by both fallen trees and power lines, as well as failures at electrical substations affected by the storm. In Dashuites County, one of the most affected areas, several events scheduled at the county fair have been temporarily suspended. This decision was made due to the risk posed by the strong winds to the temporary structures installed at the site. Some of these events subsequently resumed on a limited basis and under strict safety measures. Another notable consequence of this phenomenon has been the formation of a rare type of fog known as hail fog, which appears as a result of the combination of hail accumulated on the ground and the warm air following the storm's passage. This fog has hampered visibility on some roads and has been observed primarily in areas where the hailfall was most intense. Meteorologists have been continuously monitoring the situation, as there is a possibility of new storm cells entering the region in the coming hours. Atmospheric conditions remain unstable, and experts have issued preemptive alerts for residents in areas exposed to future gusts or further intense rainfall. Citizen hotlines have registered a high volume of calls related to downed trees, exposed wires, and reports of minor structures damaged by the wind. In rural areas, some secondary roads have been blocked by falling large branches and ice accumulation, making access difficult in certain areas. So far, no fatalities or serious injuries directly related to the storm have been reported. The meteorological conditions that led to this phenomenon have been associated with atmospheric instability that favors the development of intense storms, especially during the afternoon hours. In the city of Bend, one of the most densely populated areas within the affected area, authorities have reported that several urban areas remain without power. The electric company responsible for supplying power in the region has issued statements indicating that full restoration of service could take several hours or even days, depending on the extent of the damage in each area. The combination of hail, wind, and prolonged power outages has required a coordinated multi-agency response to mitigate the effects on infrastructure and services. In Lupine, damage was reported to lightweight structures such as sheds, chain-link fences, and commercial awnings, many of which were not designed to withstand winds of this magnitude. Weather forecasts for the coming hours indicate that storm-prone conditions could recur, especially in the evening, so monitoring teams have intensified satellite surveillance and issuing alerts. At Twin Lakes Resort and surrounding areas, some access points have been partially closed due to ice accumulation and falling branches, hampering mobility.